Today we had a lovely visit from a friend of mine and one of the Kalesh drivers in Marrakesh. And Sufyan, who came to visit us, came to thank us on behalf of many of the other Kaleshes for what we did to help during the pandemic. That meant a great deal to us. And he was a superb horseman and was able to talk to the boys and has offered his help to volunteer if ever we need it with the horses and even with the donkeys here. So we really do appreciate that. Made us feel a lot better. And you know that I published online our accounts for last month and was overwhelmed, I have to say, by the response I got from you all of confidence and trust. And it made me feel quite bad about even publishing them. But I'm glad I did, and I'm going to tell you why. But firstly, I'm going to say I don't think I could cope with that level of support every month, telling me that you trust me. So what we are going to do is publish our accounts regularly on our website. So if anyone ever has any queries, any doubts, they can access them there. Now, we feel very strongly we should do that for this reason. However much you trust us and people who have visited see what we do, those who do visit can clearly see that we don't make any profit out of it. And the person who visited today said so wisely, really. She said, when people say that, what on earth do they think they're saying? Because why would you do this? Just to make money? You have good pensions. You came and bought a home here long before we rescued donkeys. So why would you rescue donkeys just to make money when you have sufficient money to live on? And I think that's absolutely right. We don't do it to make money. We do it because we believe it's the right thing to do. And I have been a little shocked. To say a little shocked is putting it mildly, because I have been talking to people. If people have made allegations about me, I don't just block them, I follow it up and I try to find what is behind those allegations. And one person in particular, who was a Kalesh driver, almost apologised, and I think he recognised we hadn't made money during the pandemic. But questions were asked about, well, where did all the money go that was donated to the welfare of animals in Morocco? Equines particularly, and that's almost like a secret I'm quite keen to break. So us coming clean about the donations we have, I hope will put us in a much stronger position when challenges are made elsewhere, because this is what shocked me. I was told, and it was confirmed today by the driver who came, that between March 2020, when Morocco locked down, and January 2021, 180 Kalesh horses were sent to the slaughterhouse. It took me quite a while to get my head around that, because I am sure that people all over the world who send money to charities for the benefit of working animals would have been horrified to know that that was happening. I was also told that the price of feed for the owners had trebled during the pandemic. And I found that a little strange, because here at Jarjeer, we don't buy proprietary food in. We don't go and buy sacks of horse food or donkey food. Quite frankly, we don't know how to get it. And I think that sort of food is produced in Morocco, but it comes through Casablanca. But we took Sufyan, when he was here, into the feeding barn up by the horses, and he saw the feeding barn down here. And he said something quite funny, really. It's like giving them couscous every day. And couscous is a real treat in Morocco for humans. And of course, what we do is we make our own, and we can adapt it according to the needs of the animal. The mules without teeth have a lot of sugar beets and noala, which is a type of wheat flour, mixed by hand And when Sufyan was up in the horses' barn, he could see the men up there mixing the buckets of feed. So I went back through my records, and we buy, to make our feed, we buy bags of sugar beet, we buy sacks of noala, we buy sacks of tibbon, which is almost finely shredded hay. And we buy alfalfa in bulk, which comes from quite a long way away, and a big truckload comes in very regularly. Some of you may have seen it. Now, buying the raw materials, the price fluctuates a little bit according to whether there's been a lot of rain or no rain at all. But I'm talking about a few dirhams per sack. It certainly did increase treblefold. So I want to know why those Kalesh owners weren't able to get the food we get. And I think that's a discussion we can have. I'm not going to say any more at the moment, because the more I delve and the more I dig and the more I unearth, the more shocked I am. So those of you out there who want to criticise me, that you think somehow it will shut me up, or I won't be quite so popular, or I won't get my donations, for whatever your reason, if you want to do that, well, I suppose carry on doing it, because you're not helping yourself. It makes me more determined to find out what has gone on during this last year. I cannot believe in a kingdom of horse lovers that it was generally known that that number of horses went for slaughter. And we have large open areas of ground. I'm sure had we known, somehow we could have organised some emergency housing for the horses until we could work out and things could get better. Of course, the other side of the coin is, if there were that many horses working in Marrakesh, tourists, look at yourself, look at what you've been doing. You've been grabbing the opportunity to have Kalesh rides. Unlike every other tourist industry, the more ice creams you buy, the more they produce. So I'm back to really on saying that it has to be more stable in the future, and I hope it will be. But thank you again for all your kind words. They are so much appreciated. I can't tell you how much. And we will carry on as we have been carrying on. And I'm so glad to have other people coming along and offering help and volunteering. So we'll be in touch soon. Bye for now.